Hey guys, and welcome to Petrol Ped, and welcome to Donnington Park. Today is my first test stroke tuition day in the little Clio 182 Cup, and I think this is going to be a very special day. Now, I have cheated slightly. I am signed on and I've just done my first sighting laps. I wanted to do that without the pressure of filming or worrying about you guys. I'm really conscious of maximizing my time in the car today, but this should be really good. Roll the titles. So here we are in the garage. There is my car. I can't quite believe it, to be honest, but there's two very special people I need to introduce you to. First things first, the guy whose whole idea this is John from JJ.
Hello guys.
He's going to be running the car and basically making everything as smooth as clockwork.
Yeah, trying to.
Yeah, exactly.
Keep the car in one piece, that's
exactly
what I'm trying to do.
So John's here to look after the car, and then this is Mark, my driver coach.
Hello.
And he's going to be basically trying to make me a decent driver, or half decent driver. Decent driver. Let's go for decent.
Let's go.
Yeah,
for
let's go for decent.
So that's our time.
So we're going to do our first lap. I'm going to set the cameras going for the first time round. We've even got this cool intercom system so we can actually talk to each other in the car. I don't know what my audio is going to be like in the car, but this is it. The little 182 Cup, absolutely brilliant. As I said, I've done my first sighting lap just behind a pace car, and I love it already. So shall we get going?
Shall we get going? Yeah.
Let's jump in the car.
You're making me feel underdressed.
I know, yeah. I just, as I was saying, I wanted to kind of, get in the mode. Well, guys, so this is Mark, who over the last week we've been exchanging lots of emails with lots of theory. We're about to put the theory into practice.
Let's see if you've been reading your emails. See if you've done your homework.
I have been reading my emails.
He's been drinking loads of wine, really.
Yeah, well, there was a bit of
That's fine, that's fine. James Hunt School of Motoring.
Absolutely. Ready?
I'm ready if you're ready. So basically, for the starter, I'm not going to say much. We'll just get out there and get you settled in, and just get used to it.
Okay.
Getting all right on the sighting laps?
Yeah, it feels good. Feels really good. Feels quite comfortable actually. When I drove Richard's Lancia, it was really so intimidating, everything about it. This feels a lot more kind of normal.
Yeah.
But still edgy and racy and feels lovely.
Okay, go. Yeah, the Ginetta wasn't giving you much space there, was he? Like you're expecting a refund on brake pads.
I thought that might be the case.
So you can see, if you were doing that from any speed, you would have stopped then. I really just, don't worry if you're not going to make the corner. Alright, don't worry about keeping it on the line and keeping it smooth and keeping it good. I want you to reach really deep. Perfect, see what I mean? Thing will absolutely stop dead. So just do that for a few corners and really get a feel for that deceleration. Feel how it squashes in your chest. Feel how it pushes you down in the car. fresh air, keep it nice and cool. We're going to go for the pit lane. Oh. Heartbeat gone up a bit, has it, mate? Well done, mate, well done.
Oh, what?
Woo. Hard to comprehend what she'll do, isn't it?
Yeah. Although, what's really nice is when she does go, so...
Oh yeah,
not
won't
gonna hurt you
do
at all.
anything to bite you. No.
First time you're like, oh hello, the back end's a bit cheeky there, and then it goes and it's just...
It just, you know, you go, oh hang on, this is just so controllable.
Yeah.
You'll get it.
Looking a bit hot, mate.
You'll get it.
You have a
don't
heat
worry.
on.
If they go faster, they're more like putting the window down.
No, Mark.
Were you working a bit there, mate?
Oh man, that was...
Do you think you might need a drink?
definitely.
We're starting to get the right amount of brake pressure. The first thing is we're still getting a big delay between throttle and brake. And it's in your mind, you're still trying to prejudge the speed away into the corner, so you come off the throttle and you have to think about how much do I need this, and then you're on the brake. I'm not expecting you to just go out and snap off the throttle, snap onto the brake, because we still need to learn that correct entry speed. The problem is that the answers will all come to you at the exit of the corner. The thing that you need to change is on the entry to the corner. So what I need you now to do is just be aware of the process that we're going through. That as we go through the phases of the corner, any errors or corrections that you're making need to be backtracked back up to the braking point. We need you to evolve that braking point. And I want you to do it through your own self-awareness, not by me saying brake here, brake here, brake here. So I know the braking points in this car on this circuit. But I need you to be able to prejudge that. And one of the key things that I see all the time, even in experienced racing drivers, is that they will get into the apex, having got the first part of the corner wrong, and they're determined to see that mistake through. And it ends up in the gravel, it ends up on the roof. Guaranteed every car, sometimes you're at the exit of the corner off the throttle, waiting for the car to come back. Mistake. And
if I put the throttle on, I just understand.
Oh yeah. I mean, you know, the important thing is you are correcting and you are keeping the car on the track. So, you know, there's no problem with that. But we need those corrections to be smaller, shorter, and earlier. So we're making the most of the exit. So when we get back out there, we're going to focus on apexes. Okay, once we've got you reaching into the potential of the brakes a little bit more, we never made it. Right, so we want to start getting the brakes on, get the car slowed down, get it into the apex, get back on the throttle nice and early. We'll just do that textbook style for now, so nice and neat and tidy. And then we're going to bring your focus back onto the pitch control of the brakes. How we release the brakes, how we balance the car, how much speed we carry into the apex. At the moment, you've forgotten rule number one. You're now trying to be fast. Okay? Rule number one, speed is a consequence of being accurate. If you're not getting your apexes, it's got to be the alert that you're not being accurate.
So we've had 3 sessions on track. We got stopped because of a red flag incident, and then we had a slight problem with the car, an ABS problem. But we've just kind of come back and had a debrief, and I'm not filming some of these sessions because honestly there's so much to take in. I just really need to concentrate and maximise my time with Mark. But my big problem at the moment, apart from the fact I've got a real problem with Redgate, I just cannot get my head around the right entry speed, and that's then I'm going in too fast. It's compromising the apex, it's compromising me getting on the throttle and compromising the exit. And I'm starting to tense at 75% speed. I can kind of get reasonably nice lines, and I'm driving smoothly. The second I start to push on a little bit, it all kind of falls apart at the moment. So Mark's just about to sign on as a driver, and he's just going to take me on 2 or 3 laps, just so I can kind of see the lines and he can kind of demonstrate what he's trying to get across to me, because quite frankly at the moment there's so much to take in, and you think you're a good driver, you come on track days, you kind of drive nice cars, and you get in a race car and you're trying to drive with the correct technique, and it's really, really hard. That's all I need to say right now, and I just need to really focus. So hopefully Mark's going to get his signed on as a driver, take me out and just kind of show me the right lines, and hopefully I can start to get it together, because right now I've got a mountain to climb.
So then guys, this is where I basically realise how far off the mark I am.
Just try and pick up a few lines and get you used to the rhythm of the car. ABS is straight back on.
Yeah. So that was slightly unplanned. We didn't even finish a lap. We had a bit of a problem having gone through the chicane towards the Melbourne hairpin, but I think we found the problem. I'm not going to touch them because I still think they're probably quite hot, but we lost a rear pad and some wheel weights. So hopefully we can get that sorted. We bought the pad back for you, mate. We just dropped it in front of the pits.
We're going to charge you for a new set of pads then.
Yeah. Is it? We can put it back in, look. Yeah. So we are going back out again. We only did 3/4 of a lap before we had to come back in, but even in that time I kind of start to realise where I need to improve. Hopefully I'll put that into practice when we swap back over. That's helped so much.
Good, good. Sometimes it's just, you know, when you're at a bit of an impasse, you just need to try something a little bit different and then crack on.
Faster and faster at Craners, and that's good. You're getting more comfortable with the car, but it's putting you off at the old hairpin, and the old hairpin then, the run from the old hairpin has to run all the way uphill to here. Okay, so great that you're going faster and faster at Craners. Don't let it affect your approach into the old hairpin. That's good. Go on, power through. Lovely, alright. Feel the grip come into the tyres as you take the lock off.
Yeah, huge improvement. I mean, you know, on the racing line, consistency, that's the main thing. 3 laps back to back. I mean, you know, a bit wide of an apex here and a little bit of a lock up there, but I mean, you know, we can actually do something with that. That's
So I've
great.
gone from
You've gone from being
no hope, but
you were worrying me. You were worrying me. No, I mean,
the difference for me is seeing it done.
Yeah.
So watching you, watching the lines, and I'm building confidence in taking carrying speed through the corners as well, I think.
Yeah,
Which is good, especially down the Craners and through the chicane.
Craners is good. I mean, like I was saying to you in the car, it's hard to hit everything at the same time. But the big is the exit of Craners, you're then climbing uphill for quite a long time when you're flat. And you compromise a couple of miles an hour through the old hairpin because you've attacked Craners so hard, and you've not got any tidy on the way into the old hairpin. You lose a couple of miles an hour there. By the time you get into the braking zone at McLean's, that's now worth 10 or 15 miles an hour. You've always got to be thinking of your exit speed. The main things to work on now, I don't want you to reach any deeper into the talent pot to try and find more pace. What we need to do now is refine it because we've got something that's pretty good. You've got 3 laps of consistency there. That's the main thing, is that you're able to do the same thing every lap. You need to work on some details now. The biggest detail that we need to work on next is your delay getting back on the throttle. Especially on the corners to exit onto a straight. You're super slow getting back onto the throttle to exit onto the back straight, onto the main straight.
So we've just had some lunch and a bit of a kind of debrief while we ate. So there's a couple of things. We're just going to adjust my seat. I'm going to put it back a little bit. We didn't do it this morning because we wanted to kind of maximise our track time, but lunch you get an hour, so we've got time to move the seat. And then the second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fit my hands device. So I have to wear a hands device when I'm racing, and I've never worn one before, and I just want to get used to it. I don't have to wear it for this track day. It's not kind of a condition, but it is when I'm racing. So I just need to fit the hands post to the back of my helmet, and then we're going to use the hands device later on. If you're not familiar with racing, it's basically kind of comes over your shoulders, connects to your helmet, and it stops your head going forward if you are unlucky enough to have a frontal impact. So we're going to do that, and then we'll try and get out and continue my progress from this morning. And I honestly can tell you I had a bit of a moment after my second session. We got out of the car, Mark gave me a debriefing. I didn't do it on camera because I knew it wasn't brilliant, and I really did think, my goodness me, I'm not going to get this. Then we went out and I watched Mark and I watched a few of the lines, and I have by no means got it yet, but I'm getting there. And we put together 3 laps that were pretty good, pretty consistent, and that's the plan this afternoon. Is I've got to go for consistency, and then we're going to work on some of the finer details, but yeah, it should be a really good afternoon. So I'm obviously being very awkward because the seat that we got in the driver's seat won't go back because it's basically got these big shoulder supports. So we're actually going to swap the driver's seat and passenger seat over to give me some space.
He wants my seat.
Yeah, it's because it was a fast one.
And this seat's faster.
Yeah. So this is all part of the learning process. So what Mark's asked me to do is just before the afternoon session starts is to just come and sit down and just close my eyes and try and visualize my lap and try and just think of all the things I need to be thinking about at each corner, and just make sure that I can kind of understand when I get to a corner, and maybe if things don't go right, I've got a little mantra that I can start to think about and just go back to. So I'm just going to sit here for 5 minutes, just try and concentrate on what we've got to do this afternoon, and just try and think about smooth lines, good braking points, good apex points, getting on the throttle early at the apex, good exit. There's so many things in my head that I've got to get my head around. So I'm just going to kind of just try and think about that just for the next 5 minutes. So what's the plan for this session then, dude?
Drive a bit faster. Do what you were doing before, but better.
Yeah.
Yeah, and faster.
Okay.
Yeah. You need to work on this time round is the delay picking up the throttle.
Yeah.
So we're going to look at getting on the throttle nice and early, carrying it all the way through the corner, making sure you've got all your markers recorded down so that you know exactly where you're turning in.
Yeah.
Get yourself a nice rhythm going. The last 3 laps of your last session were spot on.
Cool.
So we just need to replicate that and just keep working on the finesse of it all.
Let's do it.
Excellent.
Let's do this.
We're only going to need another 5 or 10 laps. Just keep working, same as you're doing at the minute. Digging deeper and deeper and deeper into the throttle. Monitor your corner entry speeds as well though. Sometimes I've started to notice it creeping in that when I'm saying to you work on getting the throttle open earlier, what you're doing is going into the corner faster. Well, obviously that works in the opposite direction. You can't get the throttle open earlier if you've gone in faster. So just try and bring the speed and the throttle together.
Okay.
Alright, but just keep working on that until we're really basically overworking the front tyres. And then we're going to be pretty close to going over to tyres. Cool. Excellent. Let's roll.
Let's do it.
So, that's it for the day.
Yeah, wrapped up, done.
It's in one piece still.
Still going.
So, I didn't film the last session because, well, 2 reasons. One, I didn't want to because of concentration, but secondly, my battery ran out on my camera. But
technical issues.
Exactly, yeah. So, come on then. How have we gone?
Huge improvement.
Yeah.
Huge improvement. Driving like a racing driver now. It's more the sense that I would get when I'm handing to drivers that have been driving for a little while and they're saying, okay, I want to improve my driving, rather than just picking up a novice and you know, taking. So in a day you've sort of gone from your Trackdayer to your racing driver, and what we need to do at Donnington Park is go from racing driver to good racing driver.
Sounds good to me.
You know, we've still got some work to do, but you know,
using the word racing driver and me in the same context.
Yeah, it's, you know, it's certainly definitely got an awful lot better. We've got to work on being a little bit smoother on the finesse of using the car to try and generate more grip. But at the moment, you know, you're trying really hard. You're getting plenty of speed out of it. The lap times are good. You're using a bit too much of the car to do it. So next step, more finesse.
So we're not allowed to time today, but I'm going to time when I get back. But that last session was quite interesting. We kind of did sort of groups of laps where I really pushed, and then another group of laps where I went smooth. And the smooth was just a little bit, which is very interesting.
Days of Thunder style.
Absolutely,
So we can get you fast by trying, and we can get you fast by being smooth. What we need to do now is get you even faster by being smooth.
And then Robin's racing.
Robin's racing, yeah. We're gonna get the whole dictionary of Days of Thunder quotes out.
Excellent.
All I need to do is get an ice cream to eat in the pits while you're driving around.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So, I need to massive thank you for today, Mark.
That's all right, mate. No problem.
John is already packing away the truck. John, sir, he's happy because I kept his car in one piece.
Yeah, that's really important.
And he's also happy because I've technically just been described as a racing driver. Getting there.
Getting there.
I'm getting there.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get too big for my boots. I'm going to go home and start learning Alton Park.
And we're going to make sure you don't get too big for your boots. So make sure you're right.
Absolutely. So I'm going to draw this video to a close. But John, thank you for preparing the car, sir.
Pleasure.
Amazing opportunity. I will put all the details of John and Mark in the description below. Very important.
Yes,
and you guys need to tune in for the next episode, which will come to you from Alton Park, which is only 2 days away. Oh my God. So back tonight, I'm going to stay with Mama Petrolhead this evening for some fish and chips and some downtime, and then we will see you guys at Alton Park on Thursday.
Yeah.
Next time.
You guys need to make sure you tune in to the next episode from Alton Park. But from Donnington Park, the Clio's still in one piece. I've gone from track day driver to nearly a racing driver, according to my Yoda mentor, Mark. So I'm well chuffed with that, but man, was that a tricky day. I learned so much today. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed that video, guys. If you have done so, give me a thumbs up. Comments below are always welcome, and if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to Petrolhead for plenty more content to come. And don't forget, tune into the next video of becoming a racing driver from Alton Park. I'll see you on that video, guys. You take care. Drive safe.